Hello there everyone, and welcome to my new video, finally, after a really long time. I'm so sorry that I haven't done a video for a really long time, but it's just that I've been pretty busy the past couple of weeks and I never got around to do a video. I was traveling and then I was working a lot, so I really didn't have like a lot of time to do a video. So here I am with a new video, finally. I came across this really cool tag called the throwback tag, and I really wanted to do it myself over on my channel. So let's just jump right into it. Question number 1. What year were you born in? I was born in 1993. Question number 2. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. Well, let's see if I have some. I don't have a lot of them with me here because I left everything at home. But I can remember that I was taking some pictures of my old pictures and I had them on my iPad. So this is me. I think I was 4 years old. And here I am as a Minnie Mouse. Here I am with my sister. Probably. Question number 3. What TV shows did you grow up watching? Well, I was watching a lot of TV, but most of it was basically some, my mom was buying me like different movies, like Disney movies basically. I was also watching a show called Totally Spies. This show, I don't know if you are familiar with that, but I basically grew up watching this, and I mean grew up, I don't know for how long I was watching this, but I remember that I loved it. I seriously loved it. That one, and I was also watching Witch. Me and my friends at school, we were just like obsessed. We were buying like comic books, and then the cartoon came out, which was so freaking amazing for us. We were just like watching it all the time. I was watching Pokemon. Yeah, my cousin loved Pokemon, so we were watching it together. And basically the whole Nickelodeon stuff, and yeah, I think that's it. Question number 4. What did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? For as long as I can remember, really, I wanted to be a doctor, and I don't think I will be a doctor anymore. There's no chance that I will be a doctor, but I always wanted to be a doctor. It's just that at the end of my high school, I got a really bad biology teacher that didn't like me, and if I would write my final exam in biology, she would fail me and I wouldn't graduate. So basically, yeah. But I really wanted to be a doctor my whole life, and I really thought I would be a doctor. But yeah, and I'm still interested in, like, I love Grey's Anatomy. I love like some Polish doctors TV shows and stuff like that. I really love that, and I'm really fascinated about everything that has to do with human health and stuff like that. But yeah, I won't be a doctor anymore, and I'm really sad about that, but that's okay. Okay, question number 5. A video of yourself when you were younger. It happened actually that I somehow have a video on my computer from the year 1997, when I was 4 years old, and I went to Italy with my family. And there was basically the situation that I mean, me and my family went to a party. There was like a party outside our house, I would say, and there was a man like singing and playing some instruments and everything. There was also a place for like dancing, and it happened that only children were dancing. I don't know why. I don't know if it was like a show for kids or something, but I know that only children were dancing. And then at one moment a girl came up to me, a girl that was, I don't know, like 3 years older than me, and she was talking to me in Italian. So I was just like looking at her and I didn't know what to do. And then she was like looking at me and she was like, why the hell is she not talking to me? And then I looked over at my mom, and my mom talked to the girl that I don't understand Italian, My battery just died. Oh my god, okay. But as I was saying, the Italian girl came up to me and she was talking to me in Italian, and I looked over to my mom, and my mom explained the girl that I'm not talking Italian and that I don't understand her. But that wasn't a problem for the girl. She explained to my mom that she wanted to dance with me. And from all of the children, she picked me to dance with. I think it's kind of cute, and I felt special, or I feel special now that she picked me. But at the same time, it's kind of creepy, maybe, that from the whole bunch of children, she picked me. I don't know why. So I will show you a quick clip of that right now. So question number 6. What were your favorite toys to play with? Strollers. I was obsessed with strollers, and you know, like, it's actually, I thought it's weird for a long time, but you know, it's normal for girls to play like being a mommy or something like that, but having a baby. But I was more obsessed with strollers than the actual dolls or playing being a mommy or something like that. I don't know, and every holiday, like every Christmas, every Easter, every birthday or something, I was getting a new stroller for my oma, which is my grandma, and she counted them recently, like how many strollers I had during my childhood, and she counted like 12. So I kind of can say that I was obsessed with them. I don't know what was so special about strollers that I loved them so much, but I just did. I don't know why, but I did. I was obsessed with strollers. Oh, the next thing that I was really obsessed with was were Legos. I remember that one time my godmother bought me this huge Lego palace, and I don't think I have any pictures of that, but it was just so amazing. I fell in love with it. Question number 7. What's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? You know what? Every single year there's a lot of embarrassing stories about me. It's just that I don't actually remember an embarrassing story about me from my childhood right now. I definitely, I mean there are some that I really don't want to share with anyone, but I have a story that is kind of more sad than embarrassing. But one time I remember, I think I was 5 years old, and I went with my family to my cousin's birthday party, which was at a restaurant, and there was this huge glass table with exposed corners that were at the same level as my neck. So you probably know where this is going. And I was playing with my other cousin. We were just like running around playing and having fun, stuff like that, and at one moment I hit the corner with my neck right here, and I couldn't breathe. And I seriously thought I'm gonna die. I had this strong thought in my head as a 5-year-old girl that I'm gonna die. I couldn't breathe, and everybody was just like, everybody was laughing at me because I hit it so bad, but nobody saw that I hit it with my neck. And I wasn't crying or something, I was panicking. Everybody was like laughing because they didn't saw that I hit it with my neck. So they were like, they wanted to make me feel like nothing happened, but I couldn't breathe. So my dad picked me up, and then I was punching him with all that I've got, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And then 1 second I could breathe again. So from 1 second, you know, being really like panicked and punching my dad, I went to being really calm, and it was basically like I did die for 1 second, and then I came back to life, and I didn't know what happened. So, and I think I didn't even tell my dad that I couldn't breathe. So everybody was like laughing at me because I was just panicking, and then one time I was just like so calm, and it was so weird for them, and I was dying and I didn't know what to do. But really, guys, it was the worst moment of my life. Question number 8. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I think when I was in kindergarten I didn't know how to write because I learned it at school, and I went to school at the age of 7 because that's when school started in Poland back when I was going to school. I didn't write anything back when I was in kindergarten. So question number 9. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a child. I was obsessed with Britney Spears. She was my queen. I loved her to death. I loved everything that had to do with her, and I still love her. So she was my first CD that I bought, and I was dancing around at school to her songs. And the song that I loved the most, I think, was Baby Hit Me One More Time. And apart from listening to Britney, I was obsessed with Disney music, Disney songs. And I had 2 favorite Disney movies, of course, The Lion King and Sleeping Beauty. And when it came to princess movies and everything like that, my mom was doing some dresses for me, so I was dressing up as a princess, and then I was walking around and singing along to all the songs that were playing in the movie. And one of the songs was Once Upon a Dream, and I loved this song. I was singing it all the time. And yeah, so that was also one of my favorite songs. I also liked a movie called Anastasia, and I think it's also called Anastasia in English, I'm not sure though. But and let me tell you, the whole singing thing started with a song called Once Upon a December from that movie, exactly. I remember when I first watched that movie, I really liked that song, and my mom wrote down all of the lyrics from the song, and I learned the song and I sang it, and my mom discovered that I'm not the worst singer ever. So yeah, I was singing the song every single holiday that we had at our home, and I was singing it to my family, and they loved it, and till today I am singing the song. Maybe not every single day as I used to do, but I really like that song still, and I'm still singing it sometimes. So yeah, that were my 3 favorite songs: Baby Hit Me One More Time, Once Upon a Dream, and Once Upon a December. Question number 10. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? You know what, actually Halloween wasn't a big holiday in Poland when I was a kid. Actually in Europe, like the people in Europe weren't celebrating Halloween as much as the people in America. So I didn't even discover Halloween till I was, I don't even know, 12. But right now Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, if not the favorite holiday of them all. I really like Halloween, and I love haunted houses. I don't like horror movies though. I don't like to be scared somehow, but I love haunted houses. I don't know, it's complicated with me. But yeah, I really love Halloween, and I remember that we had a lot of proms at kindergarten and school, and the first time I went to the prom dressed up as Minnie Mouse, because normally I was dressing up as princesses, but you know, the first time I was like 3 years old, and my mom decided that because I loved Disney movies, she will dress me up as Minnie Mouse. So that was the first time that I was dressed up for something different than princess, and then the next prom was of course princess, and then princess, and then princess, and then all of a sudden I was a dog. And maybe it's not weird. Okay, it's a funny costume. But the weird thing is that from being a princess, I went to being a dog. And that I don't actually know what was going on in my head around that time. But it's really funny, like really. So yeah, I think that was the funniest costume that I've ever had. Question number 11. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. Oh my god, a funny story. Okay, there was a situation, again, in Italy. A lot of funny situations happen in Italy, actually. Weird. But I remember that my grandpa called my dad and they were talking on the phone for a while. I kind of liked talking on the phone, so when they hung up, I took the phone and I was pretending to have a conversation with someone. And it was a real conversation, like really, when somebody would come into the room and saw me talking on the phone and didn't know that I was pretending to have a conversation with a person, he would really think that I talked to someone because it was so real. And this is literally what I said. I was like, oh yeah, yesterday we went to the park and it was really fun. What the hell are you talking about, mornings? And everybody started to laugh so hard, and I am pretty sure if I would say it myself, I would be laughing so hard. But yeah, I didn't know why they were like laughing, but all of a sudden I said something like, what the hell are you talking about, mornings? And till today, my family is laughing about that, and like, I don't know, but it was pretty funny. It's not funny right now, but it was, believe me, it was pretty funny back then. Question number 12. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? Well, there is. I just realized that I had the packaging for my Twix behind me. This is so embarrassing. But I cannot film it again because my battery is about to die again, and I have to do it really quickly. This is Albie. This is my puppy, and I got him when I was 6 years old from my Oma, which is my grandma in German, and she bought it for me at the shopping center in Berlin, KaDeWe. It's a kind of famous shopping center. My cousin was working there as a bodyguard. So, okay, so question number 13. What was something weird you used to do as a child? There was this thing when I was going down the street, I had to turn around twice and then I could walk normal again. I don't know why, but this is really weird. Maybe I had to check if somebody is walking behind me or something. I don't know, but I had to do that. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I did. I can remember that I sometimes did that. Question number 14. What's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? I lost my mom in a supermarket, and let me tell you, as ridiculous as it sounds, I was the most scared person in the world at that moment. I looked so terrified that a bodyguard came up to me and asked what's my name, what's my mom's name, and he knew exactly what happened. I was so terrified that he exactly knew that I lost my mom already, so it was kind of really funny, but yeah, that was the scariest thing that ever happened to me. Number 15. How is the world now different from how it was like when you were a child? Oh wait, where to begin? Actually, the world changed in many ways. Well, of course, when it comes to phones, I remember when I was really young, they were like this really big phones, and then they got smaller and smaller and smaller, and now they're getting bigger and bigger again. So that's kind of funny. You know, the internet, I remember that the year that I was born, 1993, the internet came to Poland. And I remember my first time using internet was like at the age of 12 or 13. So yeah. And it also changed in the medical science, and in my experience, like the biggest part of what changed is just the electronic. So that was my video, the throwback tag. I tag you to do the video if you're watching this. Leave your video as a video response or do it on your channel or wherever you want to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It would really make me happy. I will see you next time. Bye!